I got a new webcam. And what webcam is that? You already know. So in this video, I'm going to be doing an unboxing and a review of this Razer Kiyo with self-illuminating camera ring. Wait, no, it doesn't say self-illuminating. Broadcasting camera with illumination. That's what it is. Streamer certified. Don't know why by what streamer? It has a multi-step ring light, 720p 60 frame HD video. And I mean, while we're on this, why aren't more webcams coming out with lights? Like everybody knows, even a bad camera can look so much better with light, which is actually kind of why I got it, because for this setup in here, I actually am running my proper camera hooked up to my computer through a Camlink 4K, but in my other room, my sim racing room, I want to use this and the lighting isn't necessarily good, so I thought maybe let's give this a shot. I picked this up for, I think it was $80 on Amazon on sale at the moment in Australia. So let's get to unboxing. Congratulations, there is no turning back. Here we have a instruction manual. Oh, and some stickers. Yeah, some stickers. Let's get sticky. How to attach. Plug in USB. Good. You can set up on your monitor, standing on a desk, and on a tripod. And you can change the illumination of your light by turning it round and round. Anyway, let's get to the good stuff. This great piece of foam. Oh yeah, and there's a webcam. You can go back in there. And we've got a USB. Ooh, it's green. And we've got the Razer Kiyo. This little illumination ring here, if I had to give it a rating out of 1 to 10 on how it feels, 10 being great, 1 being tacky of tacky, probably a 1 of tacky of tacky. Feels like it needs some KY jelly or something in there. It's a bit stiff. It does kind of make it feel cheap. In saying that, this mount feels pretty good. It feels heavy. I like the motion. It feels like when you put this on your monitor, it's actually going to stay. Unlike the HP one that I have currently, which the worst mount ever. You've got a thing for a tripod there. Let's plug this onto the monitor here. Ooh, oh dear. We've kind of run into our first problem here. The mount's blocking half my screen. It's like this Razer was designed for a screen with massive bez, you know, massive bezels. Why? It's a good thing it's going on some screens in my other room that do actually have massive bezels. Anyway, here is the Razer Kiyo. Hello, and now we're on the Razer Kiyo in the simulator room. I don't normally have this green screen behind me here, but I'm trying to cover what's going on in here because that's coming up in a later video. Shameless plug, subscribe for that. I'm gonna do a simulator room reveal thing coming up. But I wanted to bring you into the simulator room because I actually have my HP 4310 HD or something like that hooked up. I'll confirm that somewhere around here. And so it's a very good comparison, webcam to webcam. Currently, in terms of lighting in this room, I do have the Razer Kiyo on. I have just a normal downlight above me here on. and I have a studio light over there. So kind of reasonably lit room. So that's now not on. I don't think that really made a difference. So the light above me is now off, but the Razer Kiyo is on. Now let's switch to the HP webcam. And by the look of what I'm seeing on my screen in front of me here, the colors don't look as good. It looks brighter, but the colors don't look as good on the HP, I think. Looks like there might be a little more noise in the background, maybe. It's hard to tell because I need to really blow it up. Once I finish recording this, I'll have a look at it. Okay, so this is on the HP webcam with no light in here. No light. Then we switch over to the Kiyo, and the Kiyo is looking much better. Looks like it has more frames. This is at 1080p, by the way. Definitely less noisy. Still noisy, but less noisy. And that's the difference the Kiyo light makes. The HP with the Kiyo light. To be honest, I don't like the HP image compared to the Kiyo. I actually prefer the Kiyo image. Let's also, just for comparison, switch microphones to the HP. Alright, so now we should be on the HP webcam microphone, but on the Kiyo vision wise. Now we're switching to full HP microphone, HP vision, and what you can't see on screen here actually with the HP, this is literally the full 1080p shot here, whereas the Kiyo, I've actually zoomed in on it a bit. So if anything, the Kiyo should be less of a quality because that's zoomed in. So I'll give you a slight sense. So you can actually see here that the Kiyo image is actually much larger. You can see a bit more. So anyway, let me review this footage and I'll get back to you. And I'm back after recording the 1080p footage on both the cameras. I've now put on my headset and I'm using the HyperX Cloud 2 microphone simply because I just want a comparison for myself more than anything. But we are now on the HP webcam, but in 720p, because I just wanted to see a difference between the 720, and I think the HP struggles at 1080. It also drops a lot of frames, whereas let's compare to the Kiyo in 720, and there's the Kiyo in 720p. We don't really have much light on in here. The only light we have on is the Razer Kiyo. So yeah, there's Kiyo 720, HP 720. Anyway, let's take you over to the studio, and I want to compare the Kiyo with a more professional streaming type setup and do a Razer Kiyo versus an actual Panasonic Lumix G7 proper camera hooked up to the computer via an Elgato Camlink 4K. Alright, so here we go. Now we're on the computer. I'm currently using my Panasonic Lumix G7 just to give you a bit of a comparison. This is a full proper quality mirrorless camera. Hello there. Now we're on the Razer Kiyo. And is it just me, or I don't know, I'm only looking in a very small display here. Now we're back on the G7. I must admit, I think I can see a little more detail in the G7. At the moment, this room doesn't have much light in it. I do have a light behind the monitor that I normally have on when I'm doing this, and I do have it on now. So let me just turn that off. So on the Kiyo, with no light in the room really, other than a green background light, which probably isn't the greatest comparison. Now over to the G7. I'm looking a bit ill. Now back on the Kiyo, and I must admit that the Kiyo does look brighter, but that autofocus though, we're seeing a bit of jumpy, inny outy. Come on, give me some jumpy, inny outy. Oh, we got a little bit there. Yeah, a little bit more. Alright, I just turned the automatic focus off, and I reckon this could be better. Because I mean, you're probably only going to be around about this close to the camera for most of the shot anyway. So yeah, about 180 there. That's about where the focus is at. I can come in quite close. I'm still reasonably in focus. Come out back here. I seem to be in focus still. And now no more inny outy on the focus. The Panasonic Lumix G7 is actually in 1080. So we're comparing 1080 with 1080. I think the improvements that Razer can make is the autofocus. Take some of the mount off, just cut that mount in half a little bit, so it doesn't block the camera, block the screen view on small bezeled monitors. That would be a great help for me personally. You can see the background there up here is kind of noisy. I mean, most of the time when you're streaming, you're going to be in a pretty dark room. And I mean, I've got a lot of my lights on and it's still kind of noisy. So yeah, not a bad camera, not a great camera, but if you pick it up on sale like I did for like 80 smackaroosies, which for most places in Australia, these are actually, I think I've seen them at like $160, $170. I don't think they're worth $160, $170 Australian. Pick them up on sale on like Amazon, where I did, for 80 bucks, and they're worth it for 80 bucks. Thanks for coming and joining me. Hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe for more videos, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, by the way, what do you think of the Razer Kiyo? Do you think it's any good? Would you buy it? Is it good value for money? Let me know in the comments down below.